Hello and welcome. We are Tanja and Uwe, two travel hearts from Germany. We decided to offer you the opportunity to join us on our vacation adventures, and we really hope you accept our invite. Come on?
Yep.
Okay. Here's a little farm in Hoi An in the countryside, in the middle of rice fields, which are being harvested right now. There's an old tower, registered them. Again, the touristy, which is a lot in Hoi An. Hoi An didn't that much click with me until now. It feels different here. It is very touristy. It has its charm. And again, of course, the people are nice, but they miss the spark which I love with the Vietnamese people. It's different. It feels in some places a bit more like in Egypt, for example, where people are trying to get you in their shops and stuff like that. Look how dry the soil is. At least cracked. This is rice ready to be harvested. So, here is where the microphone failed. I have no idea why. It just stopped working and it revived on its own later. It was a beautiful rice field. The bridge was nice. It was like 30 centimeters off the ground. It gave you a nice feeling of walking through the rice field towards this nice tower. Had a lot of good photo opportunities, which of course was used by a lot of people for Instagrams. The tower was like a climb on your own risk. Well, we don't have the original audio, but I called the fourth step the step of trust, because it already looks like it's going to fall. And I grabbed the handrail really hard, not only because I'm a chicken, but primarily because I felt like if you're doing things like these, be as responsible as possible. And by grabbing the handrail extra hard, you rely on this handrail, and it's very funny because the last screw at the very top, it was loose. So I grabbed the handrail and had a heart attack. The view was very nice from the top, but I didn't want to keep Tanja waiting for long. It was too bad that I forgot to unplug the camera and put it down the hole in the middle, because I leaned over a bit and had a look, and I mean, you saw it from below. Looks kinda the same, but also kinda nice. Sorry I didn't do it. So yeah, the way back to town had some quite nice views. The countryside is so beautiful in Vietnam. Vietnam is a magnificently beautiful country. The nature is just astonishing. I love it. Yeah, magically the microphone went back, sprang back to life, and I'll let you enjoy a bit of Hoi An traffic, because I, for sure, did enjoy it. So we had a little breakfast. It wasn't as good as hoped. The tea was very much too sweet. The food was bland. But hey, not every bite can be the best bite you took in your entire life, right? So it did its job. So we were looking for a place to park. The sign is crap as far as I know. It's just people trying to get to make some money of you, someone could say. I would frame it more positive because they offered really nice and guarded parking for like 15,000, around 50 cents, euro cents that is. That is like, how is that a ripoff? They're nice, they are looking after your bike, you're quite at the beach, so to me, it felt like a win-win situation. But also, the kind of lie about the sign didn't swing that good with me, right?
Welcome to Anh Bang Beach. No drone here. Nice castle.
It's a very huge Schwibbel-Schwabbel. Have a look how big it is.
Let's check the water. Probably last time you hear us before the microphone gets smashed with salt water. Refreshing, you mean?
Completely wet.
Have a look. Have a look and watch out for sharks for us, will you?
So we enjoyed Anh Bang Beach in Hoi An, very famous beach. Of course, by famous beach comes an overcrowded beach, but it was also the Vietnamese holidays, so probably the most crowded since a long time, and for a long time I guess. And I found really cool jellyfish. We often tell people here in Germany how fast the transition of the sun in Vietnam is. Sunrise and sundown. It feels, for a German, it feels like you snap your fingers and it's dark or it's bright, right? Here you have a little time lapse of about 11 to 12 real-time minutes condensed to 8 seconds for you.
So after we were in the ocean, we fancy to eat something out of the ocean. So the first dish arrived. Traditional Vietnamese, as you can see. Afterwards we will show you around the market, the night market of Hoi An. There is time left. Welcome to Hoi An Night Market. You get like every little thingy and a lot of street food, especially ice cream. Yep. Sweets, but also savory stuff. The food stuff will be on the rear end, so kind of cut to there because, as you can see, it's wears up and wears up and wears. But the food stuff is a bit more interesting again to show you. Back here, red frog on the
Hi, barbecue.
table.
Barbecue.
Come on. Ice cream in the coconut, that looked nice. Yeah, tentacles on a stick and red squids and a lot of stuff. The smell of fresh cut durian and something else. Then you have the party mile with a lot of loud music and alcohol.
The day of the day.
That was it for the day. Hope you enjoyed the impressions we could share. The Hoya Night Market is really a very lively and fun place to be, and if you're into party, there's a lot of opportunity. So the next day started quite adventurous. See for yourself.
Yeah, no, again, on a boat. But this time, it's a bit different. Then it slowly but surely got serious. I'm very nervous. Very. My stomach is too. Will be absolutely amazing, I'm sure.
Wow, we have hours upon hours of footage, as you can imagine. For us, it was the first time real snorkeling and the first time trying a dive. It was astonishing for us. We were blown away and filmed like everything, like the most boring stuff, because to us, in that moment, it was the best thing ever. It felt so alien down there, like you imagine an alien planet. I mean, look at it. Did I mention it looks alien? I tried to compile the most interesting and beautiful shots to give you an impression and to not bore you. So please relax and enjoy a bit of the alien planet exploration. As you can see here, that's a good shot Tanya took. As it was a discovery dive, it was not like, here's the equipment, there's the water, have fun. No, they did a great job and gave us a good introduction and taught us the very basics, very good. And then, when it was time for the actual dive, it was like a roller coaster. You were able to manipulate the speed a bit by either working with your feet or legs, or don't, or not. But otherwise, the instructor kept a hold of you and showed you around like on rails, ensuring not just that you don't damage anything, but also that you have the best possible experience to his knowledge by showing you around, pointing things out a newbie would definitely miss, and generally making a good time for you. Thanks Tigerfish Diving Hoyan, you guys are awesome. After the first dive I got a second wetsuit because A, I was a bit cold on the first dive, and B, we were going deeper. It was fun and I felt in good care the whole time. Too bad Tanya had a pressure problem with her ear. I hope she will try again in the future and not encounter such a problem again.
Those are my 2 dives. Now I'm going to snorkel with Tanya. Wow. So much impressive. For me too, well. It was really good. As an experience. And yeah, let's see what Tanya is doing. This is Jam Island.
when we not only had a great lunch, but also could relax as much as the wild monkeys allowed us to relax. That is, no, just kidding. The monkeys were really chill, nice, and let us be their guests.
Hey, little guy. Hi. Hi.
I would have loved so much to get nice shots of the beach, of the island, but the island had a military outpost somewhere, so droning was completely off limits. Yeah, I was daydreaming about taking shots of the boat in action, moving and stuff, but I felt like, what if droning gets carried away by the wind, or essentially risk Droney being gone. I couldn't stomach that idea, so I checked out. And I hope in the future I gather more and more experience to be able to comfortably and respectful to the people and the environment deliver greater shots for you guys.
So,
Hi guys.
welcome to Da Nang! What brought us here is, or the way here, is quite a story from which we didn't film a lot for different reasons.
Yeah.
The most recent story is how we sat on a wall for a little break, and a few seconds later, Tanya realized something.
Yeah, there was a entire nest of ants, and they really hurt you.
They didn't like us sitting in there.
Our feet and legs are hurting now from these ant bites.
Yeah. So,
Every
What?
day, a new story.
I feel like they're even in my hair. Dang. Yeah. So where do we start? You know, we were diving, and it was a mind-blowing experience.
Absolutely.
Tanya got a bit injury in her ear after the first dive. That's why she stuck to snorkeling the second time around.
Yeah, but that was absolutely cool. I haven't seen that much different kind of fish in the...
So close,
Yeah,
so lively.
just half a meter away from your hand. Yeah.
And then on the way back on the boat, no, not on the boat, on the beach actually, I started and was looking for a place to sleep in Da Nang. And then my mobile broke again. Completely froze and nothing to do, and I tried to hard restart and whatever you can do, nothing. Then I showed it to some Vietnamese, and every one of them did the same as I did, trying with power and volume down and volume up and everything, trying to get it to hard restart, but nothing. So then we wanted to go back to Da Nang anyway, so we went back to the shop, which replaced the screen.
Yeah. And they remembered us.
Yeah, she was like, customer. Oh, I know you. I gave her the phone, and first thing they did, they tried to hard restarted it, as everyone before did. And it seemed it didn't work. Then she gave it to the technician. Took like 5 minutes, and then they came back and were like, it's a software issue. Just hard restart it. And I was like, I tried it. Everyone tried it. What the hell? But in the end, yeah, the phone got revived. Phew! It was a close one. Yeah, and then the fun part started. Is it a good idea to go on the Vietnamese holidays for the 50 years of Vietnam reunification? Is it a good idea to go to Da Nang, of all places, without a booking? Turns out it's a bad idea. We spent hours in the city running around from hotel to hotel, trying everything online. And we're so close to believing we are going to sleep on the street.
Yes. First
And-
night.
Yes. I was lucky, I believe. It has to be something like that someone cancelled and I got it in the nick of time. Because I got a booking on a homestay, and on our way there, before that I had booking somewhere and I felt like maybe it's a scam, and yeah, it was a scam. And on the way to the homestay, I was like, please don't be a scam. And it's a very cute, nice old lady, and we actually have a room.
Yes.
We'll show it to you later. We're
Finally.
staying 2 nights here.
Yeah.
Right now we cannot get a Grab, that's why we're walking around.
Because of the holiday, I guess.
Seems like the holiday is all over the place.
So, and it is not just one day holiday. So the day of the days was yesterday, but they have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday a day off. So days off. And now they have short holiday, and you cannot find Grab, hotel room, homestay, or something else. It's very hard to find anything.
Trying our luck again. By the way, if you don't know, a Grab is a taxi here in Asia.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That was very short, condensed, our day so far. We have a driver, it says.